What's up, YouTube? This is C-Dog back with another review. This time it's on the Transformers Masterpiece MP33 Cybertron Search and Rescue Inferno. And we'll take a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, we have Transformers Masterpiece here, the box, TakaraTomy. And Transformers Masterpiece with a nice silver foil there. Shows some different things. You got the different, kind of different heads. Sculpts there. We'll show you all that. There's Red Alert's kind of basket. You got some different effect parts and weapons, guns, and different parts that you can attach to. There's what he looks like as an in-scale reference. We're not going to actually have time for that today, but we are going to show you a great review, so stay tuned. And without further ado, let's get right into the review. And here he is out of the packaging. And yes, he comes with a nice booklet with a bio card and a little bit of, instruction booklet there. And then this is him, and he rolls really great. And one thing you want to make sure is when you come out of the packaging is you want to make sure that these are, you can pull them back. What's going on? There we go. See, sometimes they'll be like that in the packaging, and you don't want it like that. You want to make sure that these are pushed forward so that way he can roll along no problem. And he rolls beautifully, as you can see. He has an extending... it will go in, and then you can also pull it to come out, and it will go out pretty far, about that far, and it will go straight up, as you can see. Pretty high up, over a foot high. And then he also has a little gimmick in here. So what you do is you flip open this. Let's see if we can get that light. There we go. Flip that open, you flip out this, and then you can even push it through the bottom here. Just like that. Close this off, and now you have it where he has a nice little effect part, water piece, like he's splooshing water. And there you go. You can tab that in there. And now he's got a nice kind of effect here. Another effect part that he has, or another kind of gimmick he has, is you pull these out and then pull this down, and it's like regular fire truck where it can kind of secure him in place so he doesn't roll. So that's really cool too. So I do definitely dig that. Alright, so to transform this back, all you do is you kind of lift this back up, and then you kind of feed it through. Let's see, we'll do it like this, like at an angle, and up, and at an angle like that. Then you pull it up, pull it back, pull it down, then clip it back into place like so. Alright, so there is one other gimmick that you can show you. So you get your fingernail under here, and you can pull this up, and as so, you take this gun, which is one of his accessories, and you can tab it into that little slot right there. Feel like the light, there we go. And now you can just adjust this, and now he has his weapon right on the front of this car mode. There is another place to stash it as well, and what you do is to flip this back up is it's on like kind of a double hinge, so you want to make sure it pushes back, and then you can bring it forward, except for kind of like that. And then, all right, so you lift this up, and then there is a little tab section there in the middle, and you use the magazine section, and you would tab it in just like that. And now he has gun storage for in vehicle mode. And then what we do is you just pop these back in, pop this back like that, and now he's back in rolling action. So looking good. Alright. So this figure is pretty badass, so let's get to transforming him. You flip that in like this, and you want to remove this weapon, so we'll get that out of the way. You break this kind of in half, fold it in like that, and it will tuck in through the back just like that. That's the first step. Then you untab these. You can see this tab and the slot. Same thing there. So it just tabs in like that. And you untab these like so. I have the cartoon, but you can also have the chrome one in, and we'll show you that more. But you want to just unattach those. And next thing you want to do is you want to take this and you want to push these. You want to make sure this is pushed in. So what you do is you pull this out bring down and out, and then you push this in like so. You see how it's in there like that? Alright, so I'll show you from this angle. Push out, and then you take that and you kind of get it to go. Well, let's see if we can get it that side. It sometimes can be a little tricky to put these in, but you just push it in just like that. And it's going to look something like that. And the next thing you want to do is you want to remove this and bring that up like that. And that will now let his arms flip up just like so. And we're going to get a little bit of a tripod here, so just give me 1 second. Alright, so now that we're up a little bit higher, we can continue on the transformation. So we have those parts undone, and we flip this up like this. Alright? So the next thing you want to do is you want to kind of remove these. It kind of just sits in there, but it sits in there nicely. And you want to make sure that's up like this. And then the next step you're going to want to do is this is not the front of his crotch. This is actually the bottom. So we're going to want to take these legs, and we're going to want to bring them down like this. So now the crotch is in the front, as you can see there. Alright, next thing you want to do is his feet. So you want to pull this down like so. Oh, sorry, you want to lift this out right here. Those were already supposed to be lifted out, but it closed itself. Flip that down, flip this back, and flip this back up to create the bottom of his feet. Same thing on this side. Ratchet down, flip the foot under, and flip that back to create the back of his heel. Next, now we can start to work on the upper, you can see his head. So what we do now is we'll do the arms. So these kind of tab in there like that. You're going to want to make sure that you understand that for when you transform it back. And you just untab these like that. There's a slot. You can see the slot and then the tab. Alright, so you want to lift these up. Okay. And then you want to pull his head next, I believe. Oh, sorry. You want to lift this back and then you want to pull up his head. Like I showed you with the gun movement. Now the way you finish that is you want to lift these up a little bit, and then you can swivel the head around, and then now we have that in place. Next you want to drop these down, and you want to make sure that this is lifted up so it can do a 180, just like that. Same thing on this side. Let's just do it like this way. Down, and then make sure this is lifted up, flip it around, just like so. Alright, so now we're getting closer. You want to drop this down, and then this will hinge back on like a hinge. That'll make it fold it into place. That'll give you the ability to be able to have him right. Alright, so now we can start to fold this up in there. So what this does is this folds up in there like this. So the white part goes up in there first, just like that, and it will securely in there. And then you take this, and it folds up in nice and kind of sets it in place. Then you take these back flaps, and you flip them back like this. Alright, so we're getting there. Next thing you want to work on is, when this is all exchanged, there's a little tab right there, and there's a little knob right there. You want to attach that together. That creates the head. But first we're going to want to do these. So these are on a swivel hinge. So you bring them forward, swivel it down, pull it up, and then there's a little like a notch. You can see the notch. There's a little tab. Let me get a better sight there. There we go. Little tab and a circle, and it will fit just in there nicely snug like that. Then you can pull his elbows down. And you can work on the next one. Swivel forward, swivel down, swivel up, swivel over, and then it should tab right in there just like that. Then you can make sure everything's really secure. Tab that in, everything should be secure like that. Next thing you want to do is you want to take the wheels, shift them up, and then back. See the difference? Up and back. And they kind of peg in on these little slots. Just like that, and just like that. And that secures everything into place. Let's get you nice and zeroed in on the... Alright. Let me just get them situated. His arms won't stay in 100% if you're not careful, but they do stay in well enough. Alright. Now you just want to get this lifted up, this lifted up. These kind of go... It's a little bit tricky, but you just get it like that. And basically, just his ankles. Get him situated. And there is Inferno in robot mode. And he is awesome. We just get a nice little pose for you. Show you how cool he is. There you go. Alright. So, first we can show you that these flip open like this. And then the hands can rotate inward. Like this. And that's how you can get this one. So you can take this off. And he's got a chrome one, which goes with this head sculpt that's on him currently. And let me just fit it in there like that. And there you go. And that actually fits with this head sculpt. And then you can do this, you revert this up and swing the hand to in. So it's on a hinge. You can see the hinge right there. And then you can, you know, you wouldn't have to have, you can have two hands if you want. But Inferno has a left arm. So we'll go over posability first. So he goes out. Nice buttery ratchet front to back. Nice deep elbow bend. He's got a little bit of a rock with his hand and a swivel. 100, you can go 360 if you want. His hands will open. And he has the bicep swivel as well. His head, you can look up and down. You can get it like that, down. Plus, inside there, it'll turn side to side as well. And it will also tilt a little bit. Plus, he's got this one to turn for easiness. Alright, see, there's what I was talking about. The hand opens up. Next up, we have a waist swivel. Outer leg. Front leg. Back leg a little. Thigh swivel. Deep knee bend. Oh yeah, these are supposed to, my bad, these are supposed to drop down like this. I'm sorry, guys. And that finishes his leg. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, you just drop this down and then just slide it in there like that. So we'll just do that on the other side. Drop down, slide it in. Now we have it in full. Alright, so continuing on. Deep knee. Front to back with the feet. Nice deep ankle rocks. Thigh swivel. Very nice posability. As you can see, he can hold his weapon really well. It's not moving anywhere. And he also has that effect part, so you can tab it in his gun. Or you can tab it in his fire hose, kind of hand extension thing here. And as well as in this one, it's the same thing with this one. You also come with some cartoon parts, so this is the cartoon part. You just pull this, you kind of get your fingernail in there like this, pull this off, flip that on there like this, and that is his cartoon part. And then at the same time, let me just get the face. At the same time, you can take off his head sculpt like this. If you pull it out frontward like this, then it's on a peg system, and this will rock right out like that to make it easier for you, which also helps for articulation. You pop that off, it's on a peg. Take this one, the cartoon one, peg it on, and then we take the cartoon helmet and we slide it on just like that, and we press it in, and then now he's in his cartoon mode. Plus you can also adjust it like this, and maybe this, yeah, like that, and then he's in his full cartoon mode now, looking friggin' awesome. Additionally, you can take off this part, get it under there, take this off, and this is actually how you hold Red Alert. It's the same cartoon kind of part, except for it has a basket for Red Alert to hold. We'll show you some more faces. This is his smiling face and cartoon smiling face. This is his opposite, kind of like, is this face, it has, let me show you. Well, anyways, I'm actually running out of time. He comes with a hose that you can pull out. And that's going to be my review. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for the 400 subscribers. And, you know, stay awesome, stay subbed, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day. Peace. I'm out. That's a wrap. Oh, one last thing. You can see how it's got angles on his eyebrows there, and this one's flat. That's the cartoon. That fits with the cartoon helmet. And that fits with the comic helmet. Alright, peace, guys. That's it.